Hello everyone. In today's fictional creatures profile, we're going to be doing is Crater Lake Monster from the film Crater Lake Monster in the same name is a plesiosaur that survived the Cretaceous mass extinction when its eggs was dormant at the bottom of the Crater Lake, California, hatching when the meteorite heated the water. It terrorized the habitats of the nearby town, eating off people who approached the lake. Now for its backstory and history. In a cave near Crater Lake, California, Dr. Richard Calkins and his colleagues, Dan Turner and Susan Patterson, discovered ancient cave drawings depicting people fighting off a creature resembling a plesiosaur. Suddenly, a meteorite crashes into the lake, destroying the cave system and the drawings, while the three are barely able to escape. Sheriff Steve Hansen sees the collision and radios the incident before returning to his patrol. Months later, when Turner and Patterson return to the lake to examine the meteorite, a bird watcher is attacked by a creature that emerged from the shore. Later, Jack Fuller, a senator who rents a boat from Ari Chabot, and Mitch Koloski, is pushed over the canoe by a monster. When Mitch and Ari retrieved the boat from the middle of the lake, Fuller is gone, and all that remains is stain of blood. They take it to Hasten, who takes the case with the canoe as evidence, along with numerous dead animals around the shore of Crater Lake. A second boat is then rented by performer Ross Conway and his wife, Carla, as a backup way to town. After their car breaks down, the monster pursues their boat to the shore, where Ross obtains a can of gasoline and set the boat ablaze to fend it off. During the argument between Ari and Mitch, they discovered the severed head of Fuller, which is taken by the sheriff, warning them to stay away from the lake. The next day, the sheriff chases after a man convicted of armed robbery in the nearest town, escalating in a shootout that kills the suspect. Sorry, wrong. The clerk and a customer at a local diner, while chasing the suspect off a cliff near the shore of the lake, as Hasten takes shelter behind a tree to reload his gun. After shooting the suspect in the knee, the monster snatches the man and drags him underwater. Hansen does not hear the attack happened, only confirming the man's death based on blood stain on the nearby rock Later, he is notified an autopsy of Fowler's head about possible large animal existing in the lake as the culprit based on the teeth marks. He decides to return the next day to spot where the man went missing during the low tide. Noticing large footprints or drag marks, the monster appears and takes little damage from the sheriff's pistol, only barely escaping his car from the feral creature. He then encounters three scientists explaining how a meteor heated up the lake enough for the egg to hatch at the bottom. The sheriff then explains his plans to kill the creature before more lives are put at risk. During a town meeting in a diner, as the sheriff discusses his plan on how to stop the monster, Ferguson runs an injured, showing that the monster had followed him onto land. They run outside to see the monster smashing its way through a barricade of hay and farming vehicles towards the cavern. As the sheriff started up the bulldozer, Ari stops him at gunpoint, explaining why the monster should live. The sheriff convinces him that nothing will stop the monster without killing it, and Ari hops in the back as the monster approached them. Ari panics and jumps off, only to be caught in the monster's jaws. The sheriff used the bulldozer to slam into the side of the monster's neck continuously until it succumbs to its deep wounds. And that's it for the Crater Lake Monster. See you later, guys.